The following is a special presentation of Vandog Media in association with PirateFlagRadio.com. This is a special episode of Sounds from the Underground, hosted by Mike Vanek and Luchbox. That Vanek guy fucking sucks. Hey bartender, drinks on that Vanek guy. Wait, Luchbox is buying? Make it a double, and let's get around for the house. Before we begin, coming up November 23rd at Smokey Joe's Billiards, 830 I Street in beautiful Los Banos, California, is Darkness Over Christmas, a pre-Black Friday event and heavy metal showcase, with performances by Nothing But Losers, Replication, Way Too Stoned, and Infinito in Torqueo. This is an all-ages show, $5 at the door. Doors 5 p.m., show 6 p.m. That's Smokey Joe's Billiards, 830 I Street in beautiful Los Banos, California. Thank you and enjoy the show.
In a house of mysteries,
This hotel seems to have quite a history, Mr. Gallagher.
Who are you people?
a research team with special powers
My God.
She's experiencing the past.
Because we are all joined by our thoughts.
has uncovered an ancient secret.
I have something I want to show you.
Metaphysically speaking, I killed myself.
But they are playing with an evil force.
What would you do with the power?
You can't save her, Alex.
They have given life to a deadly power.
We're all in danger.
And now a box of little toys
I think someone's in the room, Frank.
has become a gang of little terrors. Pinhead, Blade, Ms. Leach, Jester, and Tunneler. Irene Miracle, Paul Lamatt, Barbara Crampton, and William Hickey as the Puppet Master.
Give me the What's up, cats and kittens, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and adults of consenting age? My name is Mike Vanek, and welcome to a very special edition of Sounds from the Underground. Joining me is my co-host from Raiding the Vault with Vanek and Lunchbox. He is a very, 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 very cool individual himself. He is a entrepreneur. He is a father. He is a husband. He is a man about town and a drug dealer to the stars. He is, ladies and gentlemen, Lunchbox. What's going on, dog?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How's it going? Yeah, that's right. He done said it. My name is Lunchbox. That's one word, capital L, capital B. Thank you very much. And I am co-hosting the show with the drunk uncle of the guy that played Squints in The Sandlot.
We're not drinking tonight. Oh, at least I'm not. You know, I got Old Faithful in between songs, so yeah, we're good to go.
As long as you move to Mike and don't call. I actually have something special for tonight.
You got a Carlsberg. I had one of those the other day at Elder Brew. It was fucking tasty.
Yep, this is a Carlsberg Danish-style Pilsner, 1847 onwards. The pioneers of purity. The biggest breakthrough in the history of brewing, probably our discovery back in 1883 of purified yeast for a great beer every single time. Skål! Let's check it out.
That shit's good, dude. Fuck, I think I got something over there to drink. I don't know.
That is a nice, tasty, clean little Pilsner. It's only a 5% ABV. I've cut back a lot. I've cut back a lot on my drinking these last couple weeks.
It's good, dude. They have it at the bar down the street, and I enjoy it. Also, I drank that at Pantera once.
You know what? I never heard of.
Stolen it from a certain chest full of ice.
Well, like I said, I'd never heard of it. My wife's son and I went down to Fresno yesterday, and we went and saw our first What a Drag wrestling show. I'd never attended What a Drag before. BLE have been tag team champions there for the last year and a half. Boss Blackers wrestled there a few times. And originally, I was actually tapped to be on commentary with Boss there. But at the time, every time he'd ask me to do something, I was working. So he didn't even call and see if I was available. And so they've never picked me up yet. So I got to go kind of sneak in as a spectator and be, somebody not everybody knew for once, which was cool. Like, because there's a lot of those times, I show up to a wrestling show or whatnot, and, the usual fans know exactly who I am. And the first question is, you calling tonight? Last night, the answer was no.
Right.
So it was cool that, the only people that I knew there was the guy filming. And then, of course, the bulk of the wrestlers. I got to see the great slammin' jammin' Jerry Gigolo, who is one of my absolute favorites, man. I fucking love Jerry Gigolo and Kaka Ming, and I'm not saying they're the same guy, but they do have the same haircut, and they act a lot alike. But like I said, the great Jerry Gigolo was in action last night, and I got to see one of the premier students from the Best of West School class from a few years ago, Draxon, the warlord of the wasteland, get crowned with his first major title last night. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was really cool to see Drax, first of all, beat the incredible Mike Rain. Sure, he might have had to kick him in the crotch to get it done. But, I mean, what the fuck else are you going to do to beat Mike Rain? I mean, I would probably never kick Mike Rain in the crotch, but I've never had to stand across the ring from him. So, different circumstances call for different methods. But
do me a favor, next time you see Mike Rain, tell him Vanek says, "Hey, man," because I have a shit ton of respect for that gentleman. As you know,
we talk about you all the time.
I may or may not have a ring announced for Mike Rain on several occasions. And he is by far and always will be one of my heroes in the professional wrestling industry. I've seen him work. I've seen him run a company and a show. And, hats off to that homie. I'm glad he's still out there doing it.
Dude, not only is he out there doing it, he's doing it better than ever.
Yeah,
Like
and he
Mike,
looks like a
Mike,
fucking action figure right now.
you know what? He leaned down a little bit because he's gotten super busy and hasn't been able to keep that muscle packed on. And it didn't change much other than he's not as huge. He's probably quicker and his cardio's through the roof. Mike Rain's something else, man, and super good guy. Like we've chatted on a few occasions outside of business, and it was funny. I saw him looking for something to do this weekend, and at the time I didn't have plans, so I almost just called and asked if he wanted to come barbecue, drink beer, and film Blacklist promos all weekend. He was like, "Oh, that is some of my favorite stuff to do." And I'm like, "Hey, next time maybe we'll work that out." But no, I like Mike Rain. He's always been nothing but super cool to me, and it's been a pleasure to have him on the Blacklist roster. Always a pleasure to go out there and see him kick ass.
Hey man, he doesn't shy away from a situation, and I've seen him have some balls, and I watched him call out a certain individual that I have zero fucking respect for at a NorCal Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame event. And then I watched him sit down with the ring crew with Davey Dangerously and basically call out the fucking Raging Bull Manny Fernandez like a fucking pimp, and basically just fucking laid down the hammer and informed the world of a veteran that just isn't up to par when it comes to fucking being a fucking professional wrestler. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yep. Heard all those stories, but yeah, no, it was a good time. Got to see all those guys. Check in with our boy Boss Blacker and see his development. He's one of my favorite projects in wrestling over this last year, dude. Because we all doubted the cat, like straight up.
Yeah. Props to him for going out and learning how to be a wrestler
and busting his ass, getting better every time he steps in the ring. You see the improvement. But one thing that even most of the hardenedest of hard veterans could take from Boss Blacker is his ability to get under the crowd's skin just by busting out the curtain. Like, he used to get so mad on Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box because he had worked himself into a heel mode and everybody wanted to hate on him. And he would get so pissed at me when you guys would all just pile on him because he would try to play that role and then get mad when, everybody loved the ever lovable Lunchbox. And I kept telling him,
shoot the shoot and not take the shoot. You know what I mean? You got to shoot the shoot. You got to take the shoot.
Well, and I kept telling him, bro, embrace it. Love it. Like, if that's the roles we're going to play, let's play those roles. He jumped into the world of professional wrestling and, does he got work to do? Absolutely. But I've watched him come from, it's cool to see somebody go from ground zero and watch them develop every step of the way. And like I said, when he busts through that curtain, he gets that place booing faster than most like WWE style heels. Like not the major ones that to boo when their music hits, but people almost know to boo when Brandon's music hits. Like, it's incredible.
I can't wait to pour beer all over that guy, which is my right as a professional wrestling fan. All right, so let's get started, shall we? Now that you've wagged the dog and let everybody know what you're doing, I am opening a casino on Thursday. That's right. Bristol Casino officially closes Wednesday evening at 3 a.m. and Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Bristol opens Thursday morning, which I am glad is here. I'm glad it's going to be over with.
I like how you put it as I am opening casino. This is the Mike Vanek Sucks Casino, brother. You ain't winning shit. I hope you don't win that $1 million payout because I ain't got it.
Yeah, fuck you too. Anyway,
it's gonna be like the old days at the Fat Cat with 7 figures involved. Hopefully Glenn Benton doesn't show up again.
Listen, dude. Hey, shut the fuck up. Anyways, no, we're all really fucking stoked for it. And Tuesday we have an employee rally and all that. And I'll be glad when we're back to a regular schedule because, oh man, it's hard shuffling the radio thing and doing this. Did you freeze? You froze, didn't you? All right. Well, anyways, we started out the show with Lunchbox's band, Nothing But Losers. And let's just get into the music. We're going to start off with my pick. This is a band from Johnson City, Tennessee. And they're called Coffin Smoke. They used to be known as Navajo Witch, but, you know, sometimes bands just need a change. These guys are super sick. They are playing their album release party with a couple other bands I picked tonight in Johnson City, Tennessee at the Hideaway, which is our local venue out here, and it's totally fucking dope. These guys are the real deal, and they are fucking heavy as fuck. Check them out. The song's called Realm of Hate. This is Coffin Smoke from Johnson City, Tennessee.
Down.
WPFR Power Frag Radio from Johnson City, Tennessee. That was Coffin Smoke. What'd you think, bro?
Actually really liked them. Sorry, I'm the worst thing about having to do this on your phone is first of all sound quality, and second of all, it sucks battery. So I'm running around my house trying to find a charger. So my apologies if I dip out. But no, that was really solid. The other worst thing is the sound quality's rough at best on a phone. So no, I'm looking forward to it though. I like their name. We were talking a lot of trash. Coffin Smoke. Like, how do you get smoke from a coffin? But I get it. It's a double entendre. It's a play on words. Coughing smoke.
Yeah,
I like
they're like a super heavy doom metal band.
Yes. The more the doom metal I like, where it's almost somehow between black and doom.
Giant doom metal scene out here. That stoner doom metal is so fucking popular, and you know me, I'm all about it. So,
oh yeah.
Word. So while you're searching for a charger, can you do me a favor and tell me all about this right here?
Ladies and gentlemen, Darkness Over Christmas, Saturday, November 23rd at Smoky Joe's Billiards, located at 830 I Street in lovely downtown historical Los Banos, featuring my friends in Replication, Way Too Stoned out of San Jose. We'll be playing them a little later tonight. And then my boys and girl, because they have recently acquired the lovely Tracy Labrie in Infinito Intorqueo. Joe and Mikey doing a lot of footwork for us, promoting the show, doing a lot of fun reels and stuff. It's been great. They have featured mini bikes and talked about Russian bears and all that good stuff. And of course, that pack of lunatics I roll with, Nothing But Losers. And it's going to be a special show for about 15 reasons that I'll talk about later. But so in addition to all that, it's a pop-up event. I've teamed up with the beautiful and bubbly Armani Moreno, who's out there in the chat, Sunshine the Destroyer herself. And we have brought some vendors. So not only is this a metal showcase, it's a pop-up event. So if you want to get your loved ones something cool for Christmas, something heartfelt, something made by local vendors, including friend of the show and my little sister, Jenna Guerrero from Raven's Garden Botanicals, and Bridget Cesenia from Jet's Voice T44, horror collectibles and jewelry. Dude, she's got a really cool table of the macabre with a bunch of other vendors, including an adults only area inside the bar where Passion Boutique is gonna show you some adult things you can get for
because you're doing it right.
That special someone in the group. So please, by all means, come on out. $5 admission. Show starts at 5 p.m. and we're gonna have ourselves a blast, dude. Metal, the local food, local vendors, great local business, and Smoky Joe's Billiards. It's cool. This is round 2 of many more to come. If you think that we ain't preparing the best meal you've ever had here in Los Banos, watch this cook. The appetizer was incredible. What this first course is going to be just a continuation of it.
All right, hey, let's play one of those bands you're playing. This is Way Too Stoned with Decapitate. I really like this band. I've liked them for a while, and I'm super stoked that you book them. Let's hear it. Fuck yeah, dude. Those guys are cool, dude. That was Way Too Stone from San Jose, California. I've been a fan of theirs for a while, man. Tell me why
You
you
know
picked
what? First of all, because they're on the show. I mean,
them.
you always try to promote your upcoming show to people you're trying to.
Tell me why you picked them for the gig.
I was getting there, dude. Like you've got to forget. Don't forget, I'm telling a story here. There's a little setup. I'm the narrator, and this is just the prologue. All right.
You haven't been the same since I called you the next Paul Heyman, or the Blacklist Pro Wrestling version of Paul Heyman.
I'll take it. Like somebody accused me of doing the Paul Heyman at the Mamas.
Really?
Yeah. Straight up, they're like, I loved how you hit him with the Paul Heyman voice. And I was like, oh, damn. I was like, no, Paul Heyman stole my voice. Anyway, Way Too Stone, we've played with them twice, sadly, only twice. And both times have been when we've competed in the Vakken battles in 2023 and this year in 2024. And we played alongside Gershok and Way Too Stone both times. And it's like, hey, this is our yearly get together, guys. And I've always wanted an excuse to bring him to LB. And of course, I started doing shows. My first show, I kind of had my lineup set before I even, had a show, really. And, but I always wanted to get these guys down here, and their singer showed up at my last show with my old guitar player, Mike, from Mutilate the Dead, because they worked together. And I was just like, you know what? You really want to help those that help you out. Mm. And this motherfucker drove, the 85 miles or whatever from San Jose.
Yeah.
To come and witness 7 local bands and be at my first show. And, and even though I know he was hanging out with his boys, I'm sure there was something else he could have done. He chose to spend his time coming out.
Right. And plus, that's cool that you picked a San Jose band, because that's not too terribly far away from Los Banos. San Jose is a lot closer to Los Banos than, say, Modesto. You know what I mean? You just go over the Pacheco Pass, right, and fucking get there.
Well, I mean, San Jose is further from me than Modesto is, but the majority of the people,
but San Jose is further it's further from Modesto than it is Los Banos, is what I'm saying.
So you're saying like bringing them to Modesto?
Yeah, bringing them to Modesto would take a little work to promote it, but going to Los Banos, hey man, that's a hop right over the hill.
Well, not only that, dude, but let's not forget the majority of people that live in Los Banos either commute or have ties to the Bay Area. So there's a very good chance that these guys, Superfan, moved down here 2 years ago, and he hasn't got to go see him yet because his car broke down. He can't make it over the hill. Well, guess what? They're in his fucking backyard in 2 weeks.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to do here in Los Banos. Like I said, it's a slow burn. Like I have so many things that I'll talk to you about in post, and we'll start coming to the public light here in the next month or two, that make this foray into me promoting live events in Los Banos not just at the level we've done it before. Like we're going to do some things in Los Banos that will be very unexpected, right on all levels, and this is just the beginnings of that. And the first people I want to make sure help me with that are all the bands I've been fortunate enough to play with in these last few years, and all the people I've known for so long, and the locals. We had a local, had to take them off the show, and we've got another one in the hopper. Because if I can do it, every show will feature a local Los Banos band, like from here.
Let's move on a little bit. So my next pick is from Whitesburg, Kentucky, and these guys are sick as fuck. They're in that stoner doom kind of thing, but they're fast like Motorhead. And these guys are part of this giant scene that stretches from Asheville, North Carolina up to Whitesburg, Kentucky, and all the states and towns in between. This is a band called Buzzhound, and I've seen them open for Weed Eater. And these guys come out, and when they come out and play, They don't just come out and play a gig, man. They come out and beat your fucking ass. And they're very, 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 very entertaining.
Hold on, just interrupt your rant. Fuck you, Boss Blacker. I am not the only one that's stoked to claim he's from Los Banos. And where were you 30 minutes ago when we were talking so highly of you?
Yeah, I actually had compliments and shit.
Yeah, right. We said a bunch of nice things about Brandon, and here he come in here talking trash about Los Banos, like anything cool's happening in Oakley.
I can't wait to pour beer all over that guy. Anyways,
He
can I play
still
my
owes
song
me a
now?
12. He still owes me a 12-pack of beer given to me on his knees. But anyway, yeah, you can play your song. Homeboys
Okay.
played with Weed Eater.
Yeah, these guys played with Weed Eater, and they came and they held their own with Weed Eater and the other band I'm gonna play tonight. So this is Buzzhound from Whitesburg, Kentucky, and they're bad fucking ass. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is Buzzhound from Whitesburg, Kentucky. They're part of this huge scene. Features bands like Seasons of the Witch from Norton, Virginia. Fucking Obsidian Urn from right here in Bristol. Fucking Windrider from Tennessee. All these bands are all interconnected with each other, and dude, it's just a killer scene out here. And gonna go see it right live at the Hideaway in Johnson City, Tennessee, which is the local home for punk rock, metal, hardcore, all that shit. Lots of doom bands here. But yeah, I love those guys to death. What'd you think of it?
That was really cool. I like the explanation if Motorhead did doom metal. You know, that because they had all the fuzz and all the weird effects and
So,
shit.
there's another band up there called Appalachia Atari, and the guitar player's name is John Haywood, and he actually covered Ace of Spades from Motorhead with Buzzhound. And when they play it live, you bet your ass I'm fucking front row fucking singing that shit like I used to when you guys played. But yeah, dude, they are all killer bands, and that's one of my favorites that I've heard so far.
I also really their album title, Heathen Royalty. I had an uncle who used to refer to me as a heathen, so I appreciate that. It was cool. I do. One of the things I like best when we do a show together is you have me listening to all these, Appalachia area bands. Like I know who the kindest people are. Coffin Smoke, Obsidian Urn. I know who these bands are. The legendary Moose Roberts. How? And you can hear him right here on Pirate Flag Radio all the time. I don't even know how many shows Moose has now.
You can hear Moose every Thursday at 9 p.m. on Transmission in Exile, and then you can hear him every night at 2 in the morning with Head Zongs, and that's a trip and a half right there.
What's it called again?
It's called Head Zongs, and it's all just spaced out stoner music with Moose going Head Zongs. That's what it is.
Every so often he just comes back, takes a bite out of his chili dog, and is like, "Head Zong."
He is the hot dog man.
Yes, I do. Like that's not me trying to be unkind. That's the hot dog guy. Like I remember when he posted.
He put out a cassette called Hot Dog Man. I have it in the basement. It's got a drawing of him with a hot dog.
That is the most Mike Vanek thing right there. He put out a cassette tape. I got it in the basement right there because I'm Mike Vanek. And I don't even have to have a basement to have everything in the basement, but I do have a basement. It's the Boom Boom Room or the Doom Tomb, depending on which side of the door jam you're on.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's about to get cleaned out and restocked and
So let's talk about your facial hair real quick. Are you trying to get the gig as the Hard Rock Cafe, Bristol, Virginia Santa Claus this Christmas season? Is that the angle we're working?
No, it's hockey season, bro. So this is my playoff beard.
That's your playoff beard?
That's my playoff beard.
Is that just so you're not going to go out for Santa? Had you not thought about it till I mentioned it?
No, I'm just lazy, and I was going to shave before we did this because, usually I cut my hair. I'm wearing a hat right now because it's just so that you don't bitch. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, see?
Well, I mean, that's not so bad, but then again, that's also...
I like to keep it high and tight for the lunchbox because otherwise it'll brutally... Because usually I got this shaved down and shit, and I haven't done that yet. So.
No, I always thought it was... Well, I mean, shit, the only time I bitched at you was when we were doing, the great promo battles and shit, and you show up looking like a bum. And I'm just like, bro, we're presenting ourselves with... This is like a debate.
You gotta understand, when I was fucking taping that shit, it's the middle of winter, and I'm walking to work because it's the only time I have to fucking do it. So I'm walking to fucking work at fucking 6 a.m. or whatever it was. Fucking bundled up like a homeless person because, hey, man, I'm fucking punk rock and I keep it real, so fuck off. All right, so anyways, this next song is really near and dear to my heart. And we recently lost Chris from 40 Grit. And as a promoter, as somebody that works with bands for years and years and years, this was a good one. And I'm really sad that he passed away because he was one of the nicest guys ever in our scene. And dude, this one hit me pretty hard. Tell me your favorite 40 Grit story.
Oh, yes. I was hoping you'd give me that. So I was 16 or 17 years old. I'm not sure which. And JBD was the one of us that had a car and built had offered me free tickets to the show if I could make it from Los Banos to Modesto. So I was looking, and I was
Well, it looks like we lost Lunchbox, but dude, Chris from 40 Grit was hella cool. I'm sure we'll get Box here in a minute. Let's go ahead and jam this shit. This is 40 Grit, Ground Zero, and this is one of my favorite bands we ever got to work with, and he will be missed. Everybody in the Bay Area loved Chris, and they were a Concord band. Hella fucking cool, and they were on Metal Blade Records for a little while. Oh, wait. Is he back? No? All right. Well, anyways, here's this song. This is Ground Zero by 40 Grit. You're listening to it on Sounds from the Underground with Vanek and Lunchbox on WPFR Pirate Flag Radio. Hey, Lunchbox.
Yo,
Did you know that you can get WPFR Pirate Flag Radio merchandise on tpublic.com?
I did know you could get Pirate Flag Radio merchandise on www.tpublic.com/Pirate Flag Radio.
And check it out. For the next 5 hours, everything's 35% off. And hey, Christmas
30
is
fucking
right
5.
around the corner. 35% off. You can get t-shirts, hoodies, baseball tees, tank tops, onesie for your baby. You can get a pillow for your couch. You can get a book bag with my logo on it. The point is, just support Pirate Flag Radio. Now, I know what you're thinking. Vanek's just trying to make money. Nah, dude. We don't make money off this shit. Good word of Pirate Flag Radio spread across the goddamn world. So just go to tpublic.com and search Pirate Flag Radio WPFR, and you will see merchandise from every one of our shows and Pirate Flag Radio in general. So don't forget, tpublic.com, search Pirate Flag Radio WPFR, and everything right now for the last 2 days it's been 35% off. And thank you to everybody that's been purchasing. Back to our normally scheduled programming. All right, buddy. Before you got cut off, we were talking about 40 grit. You want to finish your story?
Where'd I end off?
Had tickets to go to Modesto, need a ride. JBD was along with the car and go.
So we drove up and down McHenry, getting lost the whole time, missed 209, came in and watched Built, and then 40 Grit took the stage. And to be honest, they were too drunk and they were too bad. They were awful. But about a year later, I was working with a guy out of Turlock. He was having 40 Grit come up, so we had him come up and do 2 nights, so we got a good rate on them, and they were phenomenal.
Was that Chris Walker?
Yep. Phenomenal both nights, absolute professionals. We saw them multiple times throughout the next couple years till they split up, went to different projects like the Miserables and other stuff, like just really. But the album Heads,
the Miserables had Glennie from Skin Lab, who is no longer with us.
Yes. But regardless, Heads is one of the best albums to ever come out of the Bay Area. It's a truly underrated band. Like 40 Grit, they were a Metal Blade band, and had Metal Blade been
get that distribution deal too.
Wait, say it again.
They got a distribution deal with Metal Blade, and they really worked hard to get that. And they were right there with bands like Carcinogen. You know what I mean? And Nuclear Rabbit. And they reminded me a lot of Carcinogen because Jeremy Pinnock and their singer were very similar. Speaking of Jeremy
had Metal Blade been the juggernaut they became in the metal community just 5-6 years later, at the time, there's no telling what 40 Grit could have done.
Yeah,
really no telling.
Metal Blade was still pretty damn big at the time that they had them. You know what I mean? King Diamond and Fate's Warning and fucking King Zex and Gwar and fucking, they had some pretty big bands, and they had a pretty shitty deal, but it was still that fucking comfortable little Metal Blade Records logo was on their record, and big punch in our community.
Yeah, and the distribution, especially back then, was priceless.
Oh, priceless. Yeah, totally. Because, hey, it was really hard for a band to get a distribution deal with a fucking semi-big label like that. And now, they're one of the fucking 4 pillars of the metal community, dude. They just signed a band called 200 Stab Wounds.
That's a lot of stab wounds.
Yeah, it's a lot of stab wounds, but I know a band that would go great with them. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Anyway, moving on.
Stab. All right, looks like we got 2 songs left. So it's my pick, and this is a band right here from Bristol in Abingdon, and kind of. This is a band in Marion, Virginia. This is a band called Obsidian Urn. These are buddies of mine. Shane from
Pirate Flag Radio.
Ceremonial Sound and Pirate Flag Radio, and Desiccated, a sick death metal band, but he is playing guitar, and then Jared from the Nerve Endings is on drums. Izzy also from Desiccated, and then they have an awesome bass player singer named Kevin who does the sickest tattoos, dude. And these guys are fucking badass, bro. Once again, doom metal band. And I know.
Why am I not surprised?
Bro, it's a fucking badass scene out here, and
it's a thing out there. I get it. No, it's cool. Yeah. Like,
and I'm gonna go see these guys on December 7th at the Hideaway in Johnson City, Tennessee, with Coffin Smoke, Buzzhound, and Obsidian Urn. It's a $10 show. Dude, all the shows out here start at 10 o'clock at night. And you get there, and it's 10 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning, and they're some of the sickest shows ever. The Hideaway is just like the Store Club in Oakland, dude. It's fucking
that's cool.
Badass. You walk in, and you feel like you're in California. You don't feel like you're in fucking East Tennessee, bro. You know what I mean? It's been called the CBGBs of the South. And that is a very, very, very good way to describe it. But anyways, this song's called Heir to Sorrow. It's Obsidian Urn. It's brand new music from them. This record just came out a couple weeks ago. And they're absolutely the fucking cat's meow right now. Check it out.
Turn any text into speech instantly using AI and 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content.
Sorry about that. WPFR Power Flag Radio. That was Obsidian Urn from Bristol, Virginia. What do you think?
Doom.
Yeah.
Doom.
That is the fucking heaviest band in town. When
I
they
get it.
come, they fucking slam you in the face with doom metal. Check it out. That band is kind of special. I'm going to tell you why. So, a couple of months ago, we had Brujeria at Capone's in Johnson City. And, it didn't draw too good. You know what I mean? It was like watching them. It was like going to Spinnakers and seeing a show and, 20 or 30 people show up. Fucking shit, 10 or 15 people show up. You know what I mean? But it's Brujeria. And it's in a nice little sized venue. And it's a fucking Thursday night, or a Sunday. It was Sunday night. And you're sitting there watching Brujeria play in front of like 10 or 15 people. And then I went and burned a bunch of fucking money at their merch booth.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. So about a week later, you start hearing these reports of Brujeria getting pulled off the tour that they're on. And then the next day, you hear that their lead singer, Juan Brujo, passed away on tour, dude. 1 week after we saw him. And,
that was insane.
Yeah. So props to Obsidian Urn to be the band that opened that show. You know what I mean?
I like how you drug it into that. And by the way, it's La Brujeria. Like,
sorry, I'm white.
La Brujeria. Like, please try. You're from the fucking Bay Area, Mike Vanek.
Brujeria is how I say it. They knew what
you've been spending too much time down there with the Nashville crowd.
Dude, I'm 5 hours from Nashville. I'm not even.
You probably don't even want jalapenos on your burrito anymore. Pico de Gallo is too spicy for you.
Oh God, don't even get me started, dude. The Mexican food here is not the same. It's fucking gross. You get a beef burrito, it's ground beef. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's
not gonna say I haven't had a few great ground beef burritos, but yeah, I get it, dude. Like we all grew up and lived most of our lives around here, where you have the Mexican joint on the corner that looks like it's gonna fall over.
We do have one Mexican place, and when Ido was talking to the owner, he said he was from Modesto, and it's called fucking whatever, Taco Riendo. Now check this shit out right here. You can go get a 32-ounce cup. Fuck, probably even bigger than that. A 32-ounce cup full of margaritas through the drive-thru. And it's about $40 for top shelf. $30 for fucking house. It's a big giant cup full of margaritas, and you just go through the drive-thru and order it, and they hand it.
The fact you can get it through the drive-thru is pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
That's the one thing I missed about COVID at the store I worked at. We get beer through the drive-thru. Like I'd get off work, fucking swing back to the drive-thru. Be like, yo, go grab me that beer out there. I set it off to the side. You'll know it when you see it. It's the kind of beer only I'm buying.
It's a 6-pack with 5 different hipster beers in it.
No, it was a 4-pack, and we weren't allowed to mix and match. Otherwise, I hella would have.
All right.
But
well, anyways, we're running into Homeboy's time, so let's fucking get your song played. And plus, Band Dog's got to work in the morning, so let's get this going. Tell me about Red Keep.
I have these guys since their inception. Back when they were called Murder My Hero, back when they were called Tamerlane, and now they've morphed into their final form of Red Keep. And I played these guys on the last show here, and I'll probably play them on the majority of the shows I do with you, because first and foremost, Travis Cook and Brian Lawrence are Los Banos Loud and Proud. I've known both those guys for so fucking long. Travis was a kid coming to my shows when, I was doing Jan's Pub and Grub and stuff like that. Like,
oh, Jan's Pub and Grub was cool.
And yeah, probably my favorite venue I ever had out here outside of Smokey Joe's at the, but when you see people from your hometown get after it and they work so hard, you just want to see them succeed. And these guys are doing it. And they're all, Travis works for Gibraltar as a sales rep. He does video for them. These guys have immersed themselves in the industry, and they're all just such absolute gentlemen. Lance, Zeke, Sam, John, and of course Travis and Brian, just gentlemen, good dudes, just work so hard at what they do. Kind of what this song's about is, it's called Envy, and it's about how, just as always, when you start coming up.
Wait. Hold on. Speaking of Los Banos, California, hello, Jenna Guerrero. I missed the fuck out of you. All right, keep going.
Little sister, thanks for jumping on. We've been plugging Darkness Over Christmas all night, and I made it a point to talk about Raven's Garden Botanicals, where you can get your beard oil, you can get your healing balm, and you can get all sorts of cool stuff. And I forget Logan's little booth. Raven's Garden Botanical on Instagram. Search it up.
Okay. Right on. All right. Well, we're always down to help out. You know what I mean? So, fuck yeah. So, dude, just drop some info. We'll make it a commercial and shit. But anyways, Monster Charms and more. All right, cool. So,
that's my godson Logan's little selling booth.
He's a good kid. I hope he's all right. All right. So, this is Envy by Red Keep. They're from Los Banos, California, which is a sleeper for great fucking music and has been a fucking, sleeper for great music since 2000. Or at least that's when I started figuring that shit out.
Before that.
Yeah. Well,
before that, dude, Los Banos, man, there ain't shit to do but make your own entertainment. And some people use their creativity and their talents to get them somewhere. And these boys are doing the damn thing. Like you said, this is Envy. And it's dedicated to those who keep running their mouths about successful people. But in the end, they got nothing to say.
On Sounds from the Underground.
Give me your reason now. The mindset of our times is bringing down those doing more than us. If only we understood the damage that we are doing to ourselves. I can't say your realize of anything. Let it be, rather than to rest, you gotta let it free and just be. But for me,
that's a fucking sick ass breakdown right there.
Anyone that gets in the way of the ones that prey on lake. But for me,
Travis's flash work, dude. I'm such a fan of his. Like, I'm a fan of these guys, but fuck, man. So good. I'll talk more. The one and only Red Keep. Dude, they're so good. They're such good dudes. They work so hard. And something I think they do better than most bands that I know in any genre is they mix a lot of influence in there. You can hear so many different musical influences out of those guys. Like, you know, people hear the tech and then they hear the breakdowns and they think, oh, they're one of those kind of bands. No, they're not. No, they're not. Like they do so much, and I couldn't be prouder and happier for them, and just raise my beer to the success that they've already attained and that they have coming to them. All respect to Red.
So I think that's where we're gonna call it. I got one more for you. We're gonna leave you with, but Davey. Lunchbox, capital L, capital B, one word. Thank that guy very much. Where can people find you in social media? And I know what you're gonna say, but I just like hearing it. So go ahead.
Which part? They can, they can find the band and Nothing But Losers on Facebook, Nothing But Losers on Instagram, and Nothing But Loser, that is no S, on Twitter. You can find me at the Almighty Lunchbox. That is TheAlmighty Lunchbox. That's LUNCHBOX. One word. On Instagram. Come chat it up with me, man. I like to think I'm a pretty fun follow. It's mostly my kid, food, and whatever shenanigans I'm up to. You can find me on Facebook and all that. Just, I'm not hard to find. I'm out there. And of course, you can find me in your wives, mothers, and sisters' dreams.
That's the one I was waiting for. Anyways, my name is Mike Vanek, and I suck. And I am the proud purveyor of Pirate Flag Radio. Now, if you are listening to this right now, or if you're watching this live on our socials, send me a message to the Pirate Flag Radio Facebook page. And if you send me a message within the next couple days or whatever, I will send you one of these limited edition Pirate Flag Radio stickers. I'm only getting one order of these made. I might get some more made at a different date, but we're getting a different design next time. Davey, shoot me your address, I'll get you some. But anyways, send me a message with your address and email at the Pirate Flag Radio Facebook page, and you will get a limited edition Misfits Pirate Flag Radio sticker. And I have about 100 of these. So the first few people that message me, you're going to get one. All right. Anyways, you can find Pirate Flag Radio at pirateflagradio.com. We have a shit ton of programming for you all week.
So much programming.
Sunday. You can hear me on Old School Metal Time Machine on Mondays. Sounds from the Underground this week with my homie Davey on Thursdays, and then you can hear Deep Tracks Flashback on Sundays. You can hear Scuzz Bucket every night at 1 a.m. Eastern, And, check us out at pirateflagradio.com for a full list of all our programming. We have a shit ton of shows now, and you should be checking them out at pirateflagradio.com. If you want merch for the next few
We got
hours,
that too.
it's 35% off at tpublic.com. You search Pirate Flag Radio WPFR. And if you'd like to donate to a nonprofit, independent, underground radio station dedicated to the artist and the listener, it's real easy. Just go to our PayPal. It is pirateflagradio209 at gmail.com. And for the foreseeable future, all donations to our radio station will go directly to the American Red Cross for Hurricane Helene relief, which we are still that fucking deep in. So, my name's Mike Vanek, and I suck for my fucking brother, Lunchbox. This has been a very special edition of Sounds from the Underground. Next time you see us together, we'll be raiding the vault with Vanek and Lunchbox, and I have a very interesting idea to hit you with in post. But anyway, I'm the Van Dog. This is the Lunchbox. We are Sounds from the Underground. Fucking peace out. I'm going to leave you with one more band. This is Appalachia Atari from Whitesburg, Kentucky. And these guys fucking rip. Enjoy. We're out.